Just a little something before we start this video. I don't know when and I don't know what, but something eventually is going to be built on the top of this mountain. Mountain. Now, enjoy the rest of this video. Hello, and welcome back to the Lego Cantina. Hello. Alright, so today we are back on the neighborhood SMP. It's been exactly a week since I last recorded, and I've been doing a lot of off-camera work, and actually it came to a point where a couple days ago I had done so much I had nothing left to do until I could get back on and record. So, for a little bit of an update, I'm pretty sure pretty much everything you're going to be seeing is new. I built this little temporary hub thing where I've got loads of chests. Those are both really empty, but loads of chests full of stuff. Lots of cobblestone, for which I'll show you where that's coming from in a second. Lots of potatoes and other foods. And so that's the other thing. I believe I started this farm in the previous episode, and it was barely anything. Well, now it's actually a really useful source of food. We have wheat on this level, and then a huge section of potatoes on this level. Obviously, potatoes is the most important crop, just because. And then a small amount of carrots down here. Then up here, if we go up these weird little steps, we have a big, what's the word? We have a big sheep farm with a chicken and a cow. So I've been using that a lot since the houses do require wool. If we go over here, this is my neighbor. This is not stuff that I've built. This is my neighbor Thief Lord. He's building some pretty cool stuff over here. I built this little house for our kind of shared ender chest, and I've gotten some stuff from mining. Let's see, what else? I've just been planting houses everywhere, so there's another one. There's some in the valley below. Where can I go now? Let's go over here. Got these little tiki torches set up everywhere. And a nice little front, and these little bridges as well. I did this little stream. I can barely remember what I've done the past week. So we have this nice little wall of trees that blocks it off from mobs. So, like, anywhere I go from here can't get into the farm. It's nice and protected, at least on this side, from mobs. And it just looks nice as this big wall. Another house here, a creeper. Ow. We do have, I did find it out for certain that we do have mob griefing off, at least for now. So another house. Tiki torches. That was not one for some reason. Bridges. More houses up here. I've decided to name my area Legoland. What a surprise. There's a screaming cat over here. And then it took me a long time. I started this bridge in the last episode, and sometime in the past week I finally finished it, and it looks so nice. I'm actually really proud with how this bridge came out. I finally found a good arch for it and a nice little design. Got the railings and stuff. And so this house right now it's going to be my actual like bedroom house, although I don't know how much I'll actually use it. And I didn't know how much I needed, so I kind of just dug way too much. So I'm thinking like multiple floors, and who knows what we'll do with that. That's, I don't know. There's plenty of room for whatever I feel like building, so that's good. So that's this house. Then if we run back over to here on this side of the bridge, we have this area, which is my little mine shaft thing. You come down here, and like every level is going to be a row of strip mines. And I don't really know whether this is practical or not, but I thought it looked kind of cool. And so, like, all the way down, just as I need it, I'm just going to do a bunch of strip mines, and I feel like it's going to look pretty interesting. If not cool, at least interesting. And these mushrooms do grow in here, which is kind of cool. I get mushrooms every once in a while. Let's see, what else? Got this nice little path going up here. And if we get up here, this is what I've been saving kind of for last. I feel like I've pretty much shown off everything I've done in the past week. And this is actually what we're going to be working on, at least for a little bit today. I can't even tell you how long it took me to dig this out. But that's where all that cobblestone is coming from. This humongous room, which is kind of going to be an overkill storage room. And so today what we'll be doing is trying to find a design for this gigantic room. There's also going to be, I'm thinking like, certain sections will be chests and certain sections will be huge walls of furnaces, because I do intend to get back into like over-the-top potato farming, and so I want huge walls of furnaces to cook up all these potatoes. And hopefully maybe I can set up a shop back at spawn, but I'm still thinking about that. So what do we need? We'll definitely need oak. I should grab some cobblestone actually, and no, not that. Prepare to make some stone bricks, because I feel like that's going to be useful. What else do we want? Anything from here? I mean, I haven't done any sort of planning. Maybe we want, excuse me. Maybe we want some andesite. Maybe we want, let's grab this little bit of wood. These maybe. Alright, I'm gonna find some supplies, and when I'm ready, I will get back and we'll see you there. Alright, so I just have a few things for now. I'm just gonna set them up in this chest, because I did actually remember I have one more thing I need to show off before we get started. And to show you this thing, we are going to need 2 sticks and 3 pieces of iron. And then I have to try to remember how to get there. Alright, so I was doing some strip mining off camera when I came across, alright, come on, when I came across something down here. And I set up a sign so no one else would take it. I was waiting for a chance to get it on camera before I picked any of it up. It's this way. And you will see what it is as soon as we get in here. It's a creeper! I've been waiting all this time to show you guys a creeper. Alright, get rid of him. So we can get rid of this sign, ores in this room claimed by Lego, just waiting to record it. Here we have an amount of diamonds. 2. That's not bad. It's not as many as I was hoping for, but it's still not bad. We finally have diamonds. We've got the achievement. We can get rid of these torches. And then, you've obviously already saw it up here. I don't have any blocks with me, because I'm very prepared. Let's just get some cobblestone, and then we can get the emeralds up there. There's a little bit of redstone, but we've seen that before. Alright, here. Now let's see how many this is. Just 1. I think that's pretty typical. Oh, there's lapis over there. Alright, get rid of these. Get rid of that. And that. Alright, so we're just gonna dig up the rest of the stuff in here, and then we can get started on the building project. Just wanted to show off that I have finally found diamonds. This is probably the fastest I have ever found it in a series, or just in general in game. Normally I feel like mining is one of the last things I start to do. Which it kind of is. I've built all kinds of crazy stuff, and then I finally went mining. But anyway, so we have that now. We are on our way to building more cool stuff. I don't know. I have an emerald. I have 2 diamonds. Hopefully we can get some more in the future and get some tools going. I'm not going to use them for anything right now, just because I feel like the first thing I would want is a pickaxe, and I only have 2. I don't really feel like I want to use it up on a sword, because to me, it's not that big a deal. I'll just attack them with a, oh, hello. I'll just attack them with a regular iron sword or stone sword. It really doesn't make a difference to me. So, yeah, pickaxe will be the first thing I do as soon as I find one more diamond. And that'll possibly, I'm not going to say probably, it could possibly happen in between this episode and the next episode, just because I can't do anything important. I just do a lot of boring off-camera stuff, like digging out that humongous room. Ooh, gold. Digging out that humongous room and doing a lot of strip mining and stuff like that. I forgot what I was saying. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. There's a possibility I will have a 3rd diamond by the next episode, but I'm not going to make any promises. Alright. Get this and this. Is that it? Alright, I think that's it. Now we can head back, and I will talk to you guys once we are ready to start building. Alright, so we're back up here. I am just going to run over to the ender chest to drop off my newfound treasures. And then it's back to what I started to do, which is we're going to start building a big storage / smelting hallway, I guess. I guess that's a good term for it, because it's this huge hallway that I've dug out. So I'm still kind of thinking simply for the... Or actually, no, what am I thinking? Let me grab this, assuming I don't already have a pair of shears somewhere. Which I don't see any. No, unless I missed it, I don't have any shears. I'm going to do a lot of wood and like stone and stuff. But I'm also going to have somewhere in this is going to be involved some wool. So we're going to head up over to the sheep farm. And then we can start planning out. I'm going to have it sectioned off in like sections of 5, I think, is how I have the torches set up. And so like every 5 blocks there's a little break in the design, and then it would repeat over again. Something like that. And so really all we have to do is design like 7 blocks, I guess. And then the rest I can just repeat over and over off camera. And that way it will save us a little bit of time. Well, at least you guys won't save me any time, because I'll be doing all the building. Alright, so we've got a little bit of wool. At least 43. That should be enough to plan out one section. Oh, that was close. I always forget to do that. I always forget that jumping is a bad idea on your crops. And like, I run through that field a whole lot, and so it is kind of a big issue. So let's grab a little bit more. Get more wool. I don't need the black, I don't think. I'm just going to use the white. What else do I want? I guess that's it for now. Let's go down and see what we can come up with. Alright, so here's our chest of goodies. Let me get rid of the stuff I don't need. What I do need is a pickaxe and an axe. But let's use a stone pickaxe. This should be all I need. Let's grab this and this and this. Just grab like one of each, kind of. Alright, so let's see what we can do. Yeah, so here's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, this one's misaligned for some reason. Alright, well, we'll have some sort of entrance section here, and so this area is going to be different. But then from here to here, that is going to be one section, and so, like, we could start off just by doing something like this. That way we just know what we're building with. And so I'm thinking we don't need that much walk space. So what could we have? Like what if we did something like this? This is our actual walkway, and then this is all the stuff. So this means we wouldn't have to dig into the wall if we were going to do chests, like double chests facing this way or anything. And I'm also thinking I kind of want this to be the floor. And that kind of just because then I won't have to dig out the floor, it'll just be right here. It'll be, I can just build on top of what's already here. Alright, so let's see. Get rid of this. Maybe we should be designing the entrance side first. I've really done no planning. I've done no planning for this at all, so I'm kind of just winging it for everything that I'm doing right now. So we've got this tunnel. Maybe what we want to do is... What do we want to do? Maybe we should just do wood all the way up this tunnel. Like so. And that will go all the way up to the top. And then since this is our first marker and it's gonna be here, this is what we have to build with. Alright, so let's do... Oh, I thought there was a zombie in here. I heard a zombie. What do I want to do with this? Oh, and I have to remember this is the floor. So let's just do something like this for now. Just fill in all of this temporarily. That way I can see what it is I'm working with. Alright, so what if we did another post here? And so this is a corner. And we are going to have to dig back into here, I guess. And... do we have stairs? No stairs. So let's make some stairs. I brought a crafting table down. Well, I made another crafting table, even though I already had 3 in another chest, but I didn't know that. Alright, so let's make some stairs. And we'll have this here. And maybe that. I don't know about that. In that case, maybe we do this. Okay. Now what? Maybe we do a line of wood like... Oh, what? Okay, I guess the server's having some technical difficulties right now. So be forewarned of unexplained cuts in the video, I guess. Alright, so anyway, if we do something like that, that looks pretty decent. And then what? What do I want to do next? Let's get rid of this. Let's just make this go all the way up. Okay. And then if we duplicate this up here and then do the row of oak here, get rid of that. We've got this little gap here which we can put... Ooh, I have an idea. If we put this and this then maybe have a backdrop of wool? Is this something that would look good? That's the question. It's a little bit weird looking, actually. No, I'm not too sure I like that. Okay, so instead, what if we run up here real quick, grab a couple stacks of leaves, and try to do something with that? Because I'm thinking for this entrance, at least, the wool is not going to work out in our favor. Alright, so let's grab some leaves and do this. And then that's an interesting shape. Now what if we refine it some more? Oops. And then for here, put slabs. No, I don't like that. So how about this? No, I still don't think I like that either. What if we did if we go back here and set up logs, then put a piece here. Actually, I think we might have a winner. And then we could top it off with some glowstone once we get into the nether. Which we do actually have the ability to go into the nether. Oh wait, I did one thing wrong. Hang on. Did one thing wrong up here. This is a stair. Wait. Oh. This is a stair this way. There we go. Alright, so this is what our little entrance area, at least this wall, is going to look like. Now what do we do here? Maybe just something similar? Alright, so this is our entrance, at least for now. And there is going to be some sort of lighting inside there. And maybe for now, we'll just put a torch, just so that there is light. That's not where I wanted that. Come on. Just put that right there. Put these leaves back. And so at least there's light in there for now. And later we can put in glowstone or a lamp and cover that up with a trapdoor. Alright, I think I like that. I think that looks good. Now we just fill in this area. And I'm not set on cobblestone for the floor, but I feel like we need a little bit more done before we can do something like that. I think we need a little bit more planned out before we can decide what the floor is. Like, we need an actual piece right here before we can do anything. So now that we're here, we can start on one of the main segments. We just fill in back here. Maybe I should fill in this all as well. I'll do that later. Alright, so here's our floor. I'm making a mess. We're gonna put a post on this row right here, and make that go all the way up. Okay. Oop. There we go. So here is planning for an actual segment. And I feel like this is gonna be... Actually, this might be a furnace row, now that I think about it. So maybe if we were to do stairs, like this, and then have that section be furnaces? What if we were to have a fence down the middle? That way it doesn't block a row, but it still does something to break up the flatness of it. So just something like this. And then if we go ahead and grab a stack of cobblestone, make a bunch of furnaces, let's just fill in a little bit of this area and see how that comes out. How is this gonna look? So, you know, I don't know if I like that pole in the middle. I don't think that looks good, actually. You know, there's an idea. What if that was all around it? That's a little bit of interestingness. Maybe. I think I want to fill up the entire thing with furnaces so I can see what it's gonna look like. Alright, 64 furnaces, that'll be enough, obviously. Alright, so here's what it'll look like as a big wall of furnaces. And so... I'm thinking that's really not bad. Maybe the only thing I would do is to break up the color scheme. I think I would do this out of cobblestone. Or not break up the color scheme, but break up the monotony of all stone. So if we get stone stairs and stone walls, just put them in the corners. Like so. Okay, so at least for now, I think this is decent looking. I might do one more thing. Just... Well, maybe we would do this out of cobblestone then. Just one more thing to break up the monotony of the color scheme, I guess. Is to do something like this. You know, I think I'm gonna keep that. So this is what we've got going, but just for a furnace. And so I think the next row, we're going to figure out how we're going to design a chest wall. And then I will cut and I will do a couple more segments and we will see what it looks like. Alright, so the chests have to be... I think we can still, we can fit a total of 5 chests up and down by 5 chests side to side. But I don't really think I want to have that many stuffed in a section. So what if in the middle we have a beam that goes back here, and so it's lined up with the chests. Missing on every block. Let's try to use wool again. Let's see if we can incorporate wool into this build a little bit more. And so the chest will go like this. For now, we have that, and then we would have 2 more here. We can either have the sign directly on the chest, or we can leave the gap like this and have the sign facing to have the sign in the middle with an arrow pointing to it. arrow pointing to each chest. Still not too sure what I'm thinking about this. I feel like it's going to be a little bit hard to reach that chest easily. I mean, it can be reached, but I want it to be easy to do. And so maybe all I need is a ladder. I have one ladder here. Maybe all I need is a ladder going up either side. That is a possibility. Alright, so let's fill out the rest of this. Oh, and we have one more thing to do. We still have to figure out what to do with this. Oh, and this actually... Ooh. Oh, I forgot. Ooh, stupid me. Can't have this. This has to go or be somewhere else. So what if instead... What do we do instead? Because I do like that divider down the middle. I think for the sake of like practicality, or at least for the sake of making it look a little bit more realistic, it should be a shelf like this. And there's a squeaky cat again. We are gonna have to do this just because it's on the other side. Wait, why? Oh, that's why it's on this side. Never mind. I forgot already that I did that. So fill that in. And how is that? Oh, well, if that's the case, then we have to fill in here as well. I still think I'm liking this so far. We're gonna do a little bit of detail by putting these back in here. Kind of makes it look like it's little supports or something. Yes. Then, what if we were to put... What if we put logs here and made that go all the... Oh, make that go all the way up. Alright, so I'm gonna need more supplies, and then we're gonna see how this looks. Alright, so finished product is looking a little something like this. Oh, and I did forget, I forgot already that I was just filling this up with cobblestone just for the sake of convenience, but I do actually need to fill those up with cobblestone slabs instead. It won't change the look or anything, it would just actually make it functional back here. So all we need to do is these 3 pieces, and then fill back the chests there and there. Put this piece of wool back, and then I think we are done. We're gonna do a little bit of test, just a little test, just a little test to make sure everything works. I feel like we need to do a backdrop. So we're not actually done yet. Give me 2 more seconds and then we will test to make sure everything works. Alright, so a little backdrop is finished. It's not really something super visible, but you can just see it a little bit in between the chests and stuff, so it is worth doing. Alright, so here's the test. That chest, that one. And obviously these ones work. These ones work. And these work. And also, let's set up a chest, or set up a sign, and so these will all just go down like that. I really like how that came out. I think that looks really nice. And the top half and the bottom half match with the rest of everything, and so it's a little bit of a uniform, but also it's different because it's a different section. I think I want to do this just because we don't need the last one, and this way it means I can sit up here. And can I? Oh, I can jump right back here. that is actually pretty convenient. Alright, so that is how this is looking so far. We now have a furnace wall and a chest wall. And I'm thinking it's just going to alternate. And I really don't think it needs to go down the entire thing for now. And so either I'm going to block off the rest of the hallway and use it for something else, or I'm just going to leave it how it is and just leave room to grow. So for now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to duplicate this, this, and this on this side, and then I think maybe then is a good time to start working on the floor. So I'm gonna get to work, I guess, and see you guys in a little bit. Okay, so one episode of Arrow and a bowl of dinner later, this is what I have come up with so far. Still definitely not done, but we do have a floor, and we do have a ceiling, so that's exciting. Pretty much just duplicated the same thing. I have a total of 12 chests now, which is definitely way more than I had before, and so it'll be fine for now. Although with sorting, it will probably take up more space than what I have right now. So we'll see how that goes. Definitely enough furnaces. I really don't even feel like, in terms of practicality, I will need this many. At least not in a long time. I will not need this many. So that is good. I have set up here preparation for some sort of ceiling lamps. As well as I do want to have something going along the top of the cobblestone, like carpet or something like that. Just to give it a tiny bit more color. And maybe with this, maybe it would be green all along the top. And I think that would look nice. Another thing I did is I forgot about crafting tables, and so there are crafting tables in a lot of... crafting tables in a lot of places. I'm just now noticing this cobblestone, and so I don't really know if that's something I want to fix. Let's just do it for one section and see what it looks like. Yeah, I think that should be fine for all of them. So that's pretty much the progress that I have done for this sort of storage area slash smelting area. I really like this design. I'm just gonna say that right now. I love this design. It came out really well. I feel like that's pretty much it. I mean, we can run up here and we can see if I had anything else I wanted to do. But I feel like that is pretty much it. I've done about an hour of recording, but that is minus the cuts and stuff like that, and so we'll have to see how that comes out. But I think that is going to do it for this episode. A lot of progress has been made off camera, and a decent amount of progress made on camera, so I am really excited about that. I hope you guys still are enjoying this series, even though it's 2 episodes long, but I hope you guys have enjoyed the 2 episodes so far. If you did, be sure to... what can I think of? Wait a second, just wait. If you enjoyed this video, share it with your pet Kawaki and lizard monkey. And I guess that's gonna do it for me. Oh, I see that direction is more snow. What about this direction? More snow. This is the people talking in the group chat did not lie. The snow biome goes on for a very long time. So I'll talk to you guys again. Alright, it looks like we